The governor has paid visits to the victims of Lekki shooting in hospitals. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo has ordered an immediate investigation into the shooting at Lekki hours after he imposed a curfew in the state. Men dressed in military gear opened fire on unarmed protesters at the Lekki toll gate around 7 p.m. on Tuesday, October 20th, leaving many dead, injured, and hospitalized. The lights and security cameras were turned off before the shooting began. Members of the Nigeria Army pulled up on us and they started firing. They were shooting, they were firing straight at us, and a lot of people got hit. I just barely survived, says Akin Bosola Ogunsoya, who was at the scene of the incident. According to Mr. Macaroni, Debo Macaroni, he retweet, the protesters have been calling for an end to police brutality since October 4th and had blocked the Lekki Ekpetu Gate, Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge and other major roads in Lagos while staging sit-in candle-lit processions for the victims of police brutality. The protests had turned violent and fatal in Lagos and across the country. However, with hoodlums hijacking the marches and burning down police stations for effects. Sanwo-Olu announced a 24-hour curfew at noon of October 20th in a bid to curtail the violence and halt the anarchy. The governor initially announced that the curfew will commence at 4 p.m. This was later moved to 9 p.m. The men in military gear opened fire on the unarmed protesters 2 hours before the curfew was built to kick off. The injured and the dead. Reports say at least 10 people died during the shooting. Sanwo-Olu, who said he never gave the order, added that he's visited the scene of the incidents and hospitals. This is the toughest, according to what he said, that this is the toughest night of our lives as forces beyond our direct control have moved to make dark notes in our history, but we will face it and come out stronger, the governor said. I have just concluded visits to hospitals with victims of this unfortunate shooting incident at Lekki. It has taken me this long to make a statement because I have to prioritize the welfare of the victims of this very sad incident. Sanwo-Olu also said he's going to address residents of the state formally at dawn. There are currently 10 patients at the General Hospital, 11 at a Reddington and 4 at a Verdict, with mild to moderate levels of injuries, while 2 are receiving intensive medical care. 3 patients have been discharged, and we will continue to monitor and ensure all patients get the best care. As the governor of our state, I recognize the buck stops at my table, and I will work with the federal government to get to the root of this unfortunate incident and stabilize all security operations to protect the lives of our residents. I will give a state broadcast in the morning, he added. The shooting have been condemned by all sane voices in Nigeria and abroad. Former U.S. presidential candidate Hillary Clinton called on President Buhari to stop killing young #EndSARS protesters. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki said, "This is not the Nigeria that we hope to live for the next generation. Our young people are the future of our country. This is not the Nigeria we have worked for, striven for, prayed for, and have sacrificed for. Dialogue is the only logical option in the current situation and not violence. Dialogue may take a long time to work and it may appear frustrating. Still, as a leading member in the Committee of Nations, violent silence of protesting youth cannot be an option for Nigeria." More than 30 people have now been reported dead across the country since the protests were reignited penultimate week. Anti-riot police officers have been deployed around the country to curtail the violence. All of this in a nutshell, they don't want people to speak. We know what has been happening. They don't want people to speak. They want people to air their opinion. They don't want people to complain of the suffering they are going through. That is just what we are saying. Oh my God, this is really unbelievable. This is really unbelievable to the extent that the government could go this far to perpetrate all of this. Sanwo-Olu is feigning ignorance. Sanwo-Olu is feigning ignorance. Who is going to believe? Which Nigerians will believe all of this cock and bull story. Oh, the whatever beyond your control, meaning the army denying it, they know nothing about it. The government denying it, they know nothing about it. The whole thing started by 7 p.m. According to what we heard, it was supposed to start by 4 p.m. in the first place. Why would you even put it 4 p.m.? Because they said it was about 3 hours before that time, because it came around it came so early, so late. And meanwhile, judging the fact that that place is always Lagos is always a traffic a state, people were at work at that time. How do you expect them to get home before 4, which was not possible? They shifted it to 9 p.m. and this whole drama started by 7 p.m. So what are we talking about? Who were the people that, like, will be asking the same question people will continue to ask? Who ordered the switching off of the lights and the removing of the CCTV camera? We have a lot of videos. Unfortunately, it cannot be put on YouTube. They don't even allow that. So that's why most of the time we try not to, put some things. Even if you put that some things that you'll be sanctioned. A lot of people say, oh, you don't do video, you don't do video, you don't. We have a lot of video we can put, but it's not really too good when you put them. They don't allow it. They have rules and regulations. There are some things that are very, very gory. So you guys have to bear with us when we show pictures. It's not as if we don't want, we don't enjoy some of the videos. No, it's not so. But because they are too gory and there are guidelines to all of this. You see YouTubers on the platform, or you see YouTuber on the YouTube platform, you think it is just put whatever. No, once you have been signed into the YPP YouTube partnership stuff, there are some things that you don't put. There are some things that you are not allowed. Your hands and legs are tied. So a lot of videos are there, a lot of videos. But like I said in one of my videos yesterday, that if it's we can be able to be putting in some stuff, there are some platforms they will put it. Some people are not even, some YouTubers are not even, they've not been verified. So if you have not been verified, or if you have not been joined to the YouTube partnership program, you can put whatever you want, and most of the time they remove some of the videos. Even if you put it, they will remove it. So a lot of videos here and there. And the army, coming back to our own issue, they are still denying it. In the recent, they are denying it. The governor went to go and visit beyond your control. All of you are playing scripts. All of you are playing scripts. That is what we are talking about. When some people begin to see something, some people say, oh, it is not true. Like most of the things that a lot of people have been saying, that when people protest in the northern states, apart from this Boko and these bandits that are giving them tough time, when people come out to protest, we don't see police brutality in that area. But when it comes to the south, they are very, very quick to start doing whatever they want to do. And the unfortunate thing, the leadership of the southern parts of the country, they don't have say. We don't just even know. Yes, so people will call you for breakup, and you tell them that their mouth is smelling, that they should not talk. See what is happening. A sitting government say beyond your control. Who does that? I don't just understand. And that is it. A lot of narratives they are sending out there. Some people will be believing it, coming and be saying, oh, the protesters, they were stubborn. And that is why we are seeing where we are today. Well, see where we are today. Doing the right thing, it has become an abomination. But doing the wrong thing is what people want to hail you for. The question we need to ask, like Femi Adesina always coming out to say, oh, that is the government style, the president style, has not been able to speak by now. So guys, let's say your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this. Thank you.